Hey guys, and welcome back. So recently we've made lots of videos, and one of the videos we made was where we compared boiling water in the Primus LITE against the Jetboil, and it was about which one would maybe boil faster. And obviously the Jetboil won, but then there's a difference of opinion as to what people think of the two different stoves anyway. So somebody asked us a question following on from that video, and so we thought we would follow up with a sort of a questions and answers, and we would actually test it or test out the question to get the answer, because we thought it might be interesting. We haven't done it, we don't know what the answer is actually going to be. So what was the question?
So the question was comparing the Primus LITE Plus and the Jetboil Flash, which stove uses more gas? Which stove will consume the most gas when boiling water?
Okay, so we thought what we would do is we would grab two canisters of gas. So we've got a canister of the Jetboil jet power gas, which we will put on the Jetboil, and we've got a canister of the Primus power gas, which we'll put on the Primus LITE. And then we're just going to basically boil water, but not to a boiling point. We're just going to literally boil for 1 minute and then turn it off. We're going to weigh these now. We're going to see what they weigh, and then we'll take them off and we'll weigh them at the end, and hopefully that will give us the answer as to which one of these for 1 minute used the most amount of gas. So we'll weigh them now. Like I say, these are brand new, they've not been opened, I do know that I've already weighed them, so I know what they weigh, and they do weigh two different amounts, even though they are both the same. So this is 100 grams and this is 100 grams, but the metal must be slightly different. So this one weighs 200 grams, that's the Jetboil gas, and the Primus power gas weighs 205 grams. Okay, so a very slight difference, but like I say, we can only think that that is literally in the metal. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to connect up to the Jetboil. Now, unavoidable that we lost a little bit of gas, but it's just the way that the valve works on the Jetboil, because I think we're fine when we put this one on, it doesn't lose any gas at all. Okay, so we're going to put exactly the same amount of water into both. So here we go. Let's do the Jetboil first. Okay. Whoop. We're going to time it. So we're going to start from 0, and I'm going to just pass this to my assistant. So as soon as it's lit, he can start the timer. And we're going to do it for 1 minute. Okay. So gas on. So I've got it right up on full, and Ned's got the timer, so we can have a look at the timer and see what's the time. And you tell me when to turn it off, Ned, when we're going to get to a minute. Where are we at? 40 seconds. So we're at 50 seconds. 55. Okay, so that was a minute on the Jetboil. Okay, so now we will do the Primus LITE. So, water in there. And are you ready with the clock, Ned?
Yeah.
Okay, so there you can see, so we've got the Primus LITE now on. We're going to do it for a minute, exactly the same. One thing you can probably see is actually you don't need to shout as much. It's so much quieter. It's going to be really interesting to actually see which one uses the most amount of gas. I mean, you know, the jet boil really does do its job. That water was boiling. I'm not going to put the lid on here because it'd be interesting just to see, but I don't expect this to be boiling after a minute, but we'll never know. How are we doing?
So now we are up to nearly 40 seconds.
40 seconds. So we've actually got little bubbles in here, just for reference.
And it was 300 millilitres of water each time.
300 ml, yep.
And that's 55. And a minute.
Okay, so it's actually almost at the point of boiling as well. So that was interesting. So let's unscrew the gas. Okay, so that one's ready, and this is going to be very hot. Let's just put that in there. Okay, so just for pure, lids are back on both. Okay, so let's do the jet boil gas first. So okay, so 195 grams, and the Primus 200
so
grams.
Both of them used 5 grams of gas.
So both used exactly the same amount of gas. So there you have it. At 1 minute of burning, the Primus LITE and the jetboil stove have actually used exactly the same amount of gas. So I think I'm surprised. I don't know why I was kind of expecting the jetboil, because it's so much louder and so much more fierce, to maybe have used more gas. I don't know why. I'm not a scientist. That's just my thought. But interesting, there we go. So after a minute of both of these stoves burning, they've both used exactly the same amount of gas. Guys, I hope that has been helpful, and I hope that has answered the question. Please don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss another video. And if there's anything we can help you with, please just drop us a comment or drop us an email. And as always, enjoy being out on the trail.